Hi there, and thanks for considering Scenic Acres for your greenhouse and high tunnel manufacturing needs. Today we're going to build a 30-foot by 32-foot Gothic-style greenhouse. We hope you find this video helpful. To make things easier, the first step is to lay out all the parts somewhat in the order and places which you will use them. This helps to keep the whole process organized. Next, pound in your far corner post. Refer to our installation manual for correct procedures on this step. Assemble all of the bows on the ground. Depending on the size of your greenhouse, some of the bows might get trusses. All of this is easier to assemble before erecting. First, assemble one bow with a truss to use as a pattern. Then assemble all of the others on top of the pattern to make sure they are identical. Our install crew uses these pegs to hold the pattern in place while assembling the others. Use brace bands and bolts to install braces and bottom cord of truss into bow as shown. Run a string line along the top of your posts, making sure they're level and cutting off any excess if needed. Next, attach the lumber to the bottom of the posts using the 4-hole pipe straps and bolts. Make sure to get the baseboards level by digging out high spots if needed. If you have some low spots under your baseboards, you can fill those in with soil after completing the building. Once all your bows are bolted together, begin setting them into the posts. Your first 2 bows will usually not get a truss. Keep in mind, depending on the width of your greenhouse, you might have a truss on every bow, every other bow, or no truss system at all. On 30-foot wide greenhouses such as this one, we typically put a truss on every other bow. Snap a chalk line where the bend in the bow begins. This is where the double wire lock channel will get attached to the bows. As shown, drill holes and use 2.5-inch carriage bolts to fasten the baseboards to the 4-hole pipe clamps. Fasten the double wire lock channel to the bows using the 1-inch by 14 Tex screws. Make sure to get the channel level. Pound in the round ground sleeves in the end wall and slide the square end wall posts over them, then fasten with 1-inch Tex screws. Please note that your end wall post spacing will vary according to the size of your doors, your vents, etc. Cut off the excess square tubing and fasten to the end bow using a rail plate and Tex screws on the inside of post and bow. Next, pre-assemble the purlin pipe runs on the ground, then slide them into your trusses at correct spacings. See installation manual. Then fasten them to bows using cross connectors and bolts as shown. If installing sliding doors, attach track to the end wall posts at correct height using Tex screws. If using curtain lock on your roll-up system, fasten it to the top of the baseboards on sides with wood screws. The eye bolts into the baseboard every other bow. Assemble your roll-up pipes and attach cranks to one end. Put in wind braces on all 4 corners of greenhouse using brace bands and carriage bolts. Amounts of braces per corner will vary according to size of greenhouse. Put single wire lock base around all door openings and vents or fans if using plastic end walls. Also install single wire lock over both end bows. If installing sliding doors, put brushes around door openings as shown. If installing heater, mount it close to the end wall so you can run your vent pipe out through the end wall. This shows how to install plastic on end wall. Be careful to get plastic as tight as possible without tearing or puncturing. Fasten to frame with wiggle wires and single wire lock track. This shows how to install polycarbonate sheetings onto end wall. Polycarb is a more durable option, though more expensive. Install the fans and shutters in end walls. Install sliding doors in the tracks with the snap-together roller system. Create a plastic pocket on each corner of greenhouse to help seal off your curtain using single wire lock base and plastic remnants. Unroll plastic cover and pull over frame either with ropes or by climbing over frame. Then fasten all around with wiggle wire, making sure to get it tight. Fasten plastic to roll-up pipe with I-bar and Tech screws. Also put in rope hooks and rope. See manual. Please call us with any questions or to get a quote today.